Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a reading challenge. I'm going to attempt to read 200 pages a day for 1 week. I have actually done this challenge before and I can't remember how well I did in it. I think I read 200 pages 4 out of the 7 days or 5 out of the 7 days. It was a lot harder than I thought, to be honest. I'm excited to do this challenge, and without further ado, let's begin. I do need to pick out a new book to read. By the way, sorry if you can hear my washing machine. Let's just ignore that. But this is my TBR, but this is my remainder of my, can you see? This is my remainder of my TBR for June. So we've got Portrait of a Scotsman, Piranesi by Susanna Clarke, The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, Perks of Being a Wallflower, Two Twisted Crowns, and we've got Two Twisted Crowns, which is the sequel in the Shepherd King series, yeah. And then we've got Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I either want to do Vicious by V.E. Schwab or I want to do Piranesi. I do want to read Piranesi, but I am buddy reading it with one of my friends, Cass. So I'm gonna message her and be like, I'm starting this today. It's only 245 pages, and I like that it's quite a short book, so that means I can almost finish it today, which is really exciting. People say that this is a book you're meant to go in blind. I have no idea what this is about. Even the back of it, it's very confusing. I think there's magical realism. I honestly have no idea. It's got so many fantastic praises in the beginning. Like, I've never seen so many praises for a book, and it was the winner of the Women's Prize for Fiction in 2021. So I am excited to read like a highly acclaimed book. Do you know what I mean? I think it's gonna be quite fun. So yeah, we're gonna start this challenge by reading Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. Reading update. I'm now on page 75, so I've got 125 pages more to go for the 200 pages a day challenge. So far I am really enjoying this book. The first 20 pages are like a little bit confusing. Even now it's not confusing, but you just don't really know what's going on, and I think it's gonna be like that throughout the entire book. Not in an annoying way that you're like, oh my god, this makes no sense, what's going on. It's just more fascinating, and I really can't tell you anything about this book, to be honest. I see what people mean when they say that you're meant to go into this book completely blind, so I'm not going to say anything about that. I know that's kind of frustrating, but so far I am really loving it, so we'll see how we get on. But yeah, keep you guys posted. I'm on page 113, so I only have 87 more pages to go to complete the challenge for the day, and I honestly think I'm gonna finish the entire book today. I'm almost halfway through and it's so good. It's so good. Like, you are, I was gonna say, but I honestly can't tell you anything. Don't Google anything about it either. Just read it. Again, I'll let you know how I get on because it might change in the second half, but I am loving this book. Like, it's so unique. I've never read anything like this before. I'm having such a phenomenal reading experience. Like, I'm so engrossed in this book. Yeah, just thought I'd update you guys. Update, I'm now on page 147, so I've only got 53 more pages to go. Today is Friday, by the way. It is a work from home day, but it was very chill today, to be quite honest. So when I had no meetings or emails or anything like that, I did just read. So now it is 5 p.m. I'm gonna make a second coffee just because I want to read the next 53 pages, and then I do have to edit a video which can take me a couple of hours, and then my partner and I are gonna watch a movie and get some takeout. So yeah, gonna make coffee and finish more. I wanted to finish this book tonight. Sorry, my dryer is on so loud. I wanted to finish this book tonight, but I don't think I will, just because I do want to edit my video and I don't want to take too long. Absolutely loving this book, loving it. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. So today should be a good reading day. I did manage to read my 200 pages a day yesterday, so I'm very happy about that. I'm now on page 205 of Piranesi. So far, I'm definitely getting 5-star vibes from this book. I am in love with it, and yeah, unless something happens in like the last, little bit of it, but I think it'll be a 5-star. This book is only 245 pages, so I've only got 40 more pages to go. So I will drink my iced coffee, read 40 pages, and then I still have 160 pages to go for the day. So then maybe we'll pick out a book that's like fast-paced and kind of fun. Maybe I'll like read 2 books at once. I don't know why, if it's just me, but for some reason, if I've got 160 pages, it's easier for me to read 80 pages of one book and then 80 pages of another book. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. But we'll see. We will see. Even though I said to myself this month I don't want to read more than one book at once, for this challenge I am going to break that rule because it just kind of helps me, you know what I mean? To like not get super distracted. I don't know. I'm going to stop yapping and I'm going to read the last 40 pages of this, and cheers. I just finished. Wow. This is one of those books that like as soon as you finish it, you want to start it again because you gain some perspective, and I feel like it will just change the beginning of the book. It's so hard to explain this book, even what the genre is. It's like magical realism / sort of mystery / philosophical. Please read this book. Oh my god, I'm not going to say anything about it and just go into this book blind. 5-star. Easy 5-star. Oh my god. Right, I'm gonna walk my dog now, which is really good because this is one of those books where I'm like, I want to go for a walk and ponder on the messages in this book and what I kind of took away from it. Love it. But yeah, anyway, I have 160 pages to go for the rest of the day, so we will pick out a new book when I'm back from the walk. Okay guys, I'm back from my walk. I'm about to go to a cafe with my mom and I might do some reading there, so I'm gonna bring a book with me. I do need to pick out a new book to read, and I really don't know what I'm feeling. So this is the remainder of my June TBR, and to be honest with you guys, I don't really feel like reading any of them. So look, I might have to be a bit cheeky and steer away from my June TBR and maybe pick out a different book. By the way, this is so funny. You see all these books? These are my partner's books. Let's just take a look at what we have. High performance, leadership, replace your salary by investing, the negotiation book, leadership material. This one's kind of funny. When he first got this, I was like, Is this about me? But yeah, classic, you know, leadership, sales, management, you know, development kind of books. And then we've got mine. Anyways, guys, I don't know what it is, but I've been very drawn to this book ever since I got it. It's Things I Wanted to Say But Never Did by Monica Murphy. It is quite a chunky book, and it's a Lancaster Prep novel. I think there's like a whole Lancaster Prep series, but this is like, it's a standalone. It is a romance. I think maybe like sort of on a darker side. I don't know, but I'm very drawn to it, so I think I'll read this. Sorry it's so bright, guys. It's so sunny today, but the weather's kind of iffy. Keeps raining. I don't know. But anyways, I've picked my book out. We're going to be reading Things I Wanted to Say But Never Did by Monica Murphy. Just read you guys the back of it because it seems like it's going to be a fun, sort of fast-paced, drama-filled book. Like, am I gonna be amazed by it or, you know, have really profound thoughts after reading it? Probably not, but I think I'm gonna have a good time, and I think that's what I'm feeling right now. It says, Whit Lancaster is the cold, heartless, and devastatingly handsome bad boy at Lancaster Prep. Bad boy. And beautiful Summer Savage has no time for wit, but his intense gaze traps her under a spell, fills her with a longing she does not understand. When Whit gets into trouble one night, Summer invites him in. She tends to his wounds, lets her guard down, and just for a moment... No, I read that wrong. When Whit gets into trouble one night, Summer invites him in, tends to his wounds, lets her guard down just for one moment, which is when Whit takes off in the dead of the night, taking her journal, and now he holds all of her darkest secrets, threatening to expose her to the entire school. That sounds like a lot of drama to me, in my opinion, and I think I'm kind of in the mood for that. I live a very peaceful, drama-free life. Like, I'm really staying in my own lane. I'm chilling, I'm having a good time. I also don't watch like drama reality TV, and I feel like I'm kind of seeking that fun, drama-filled sort of vibe, but in a book. So hopefully this kind of gives me that, and I think it'll be fast-paced, which is very important for doing a challenge like this. So I'm very excited. We will start this today.
Easy come and easy go. You're an unfading star, a gentle love, the kind that lifts you up, no matter how far apart. I guess you could call it chance, but we know it's more than that. It's like we've always known, been set in stone, unbreakable. It's like I've always dreamed, true harmony, unmistakable, unmistakable.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. So yesterday I completed my 200 pages a day challenge. I read 212 pages. So I read 40 pages of Piranesi, and then I started Things I Wanted to Say But Never Did, and I am up to page 172. Now, I've got very mixed feelings about this book. On one hand, I am very entertained, and I cannot lie. Like, that 172 pages was so easy. Like, I breezed through that. When I was up to page 172, I was like, how did I get here so fast? I'm very entertained on one hand, but on the other hand, I am cringing a little bit. A lot. Like, a lot of it is kind of cringing me out. So I found out through reading this that this is a dark bully romance, something I have not read before, and it's just a little bit cringe at times. Like some of the things that the characters say, I'm like, but I am very entertained, and I can't lie, like I actually am like, what's happening? Like this is very just entertainment. My brain is fully kind of rotting as I'm reading this, but I am enjoying it to some degree. Just about to go out for bagels and coffee and then like a little reading date with my best friend. We're just gonna like sit parked in the car and like read side by side, so that'll be really exciting. You guys can meet her today. But I'm just thinking, do I start Vicious by V.E. Schwab, or do I continue on with this? I might bring both books with me, to be honest, and I'll see when I get there, because I do really want to read this, and I think I'm more in the mood for this kind of book today than this one. But this one is so entertaining, and like something kind of juicy just happened, and I'm curious to see where it's gonna go. You know what, I'm just gonna bring both books with me and then decide there. Hi everyone, so this is my best friend and we're so cute. We just got ourselves a little hot cocoa and we're gonna do some reading. I brought both books with me, so I've got Vicious and then my things I wanted to say but didn't say. I already told you guys, it's kind of trash, but I am very entertained. And what are you reading, Kate?
I'm reading I Am Pilgrim. My dad made me read it. It's his like favorite book, which I bought him as a gift. So
That's really nice.
such a compliment to me. But I'm actually really enjoying it. It's really nice. It's very interesting. It's a thriller, so it scares me, but that's okay. Really cool.
Oh.
Oh, he said thank you very much for your pizza. He really liked it. He didn't eat it until I came home because he was like, I'm really scared she didn't leave it for me. I was like, she left it specifically for you,
I
Dad.
really
He was
did.
like, oh. He was like, I like it. He liked it, but he ate it. All he was just like, oh.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah, he was very charmed.
I knew he'd like
I
it.
have like a full carrot. A carrot.
Yes.
Like 2 eggs.
Now I fuck with that.
And
Boiled?
Yeah, boiled eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm satisfied. Just pure food.
I eat boiled eggs almost every day.
I love a boiled egg.
Hi guys, so reading update. Yesterday I did not read my 200 pages of the day. I ended up reading 112 pages yesterday. It was all of Vicious by V.E. Schwab and I am gobbling it up, devouring this book. I'm loving it so much. Today is Monday. I am working from home and I read a little bit of this just before I started work. I read, what am I up to? I'm on page 166, so I read 54 pages. You know what, let me just check my maths. 166 minus 112. I read 54 pages today, so I still have 146 pages to go to finish the 200 pages for today. I am going to do some reading. It is currently 12:18, so it is my lunchtime, so I'm just gonna... I can't decide if I want to read things I wanted to say for lunch or Vicious. I'm loving this book and I really don't want it to end. I'm like getting that feeling where I'm like, I don't know, I'm just really enjoying it. If you don't know what Vicious is about, it's about these two roommates and they meet in college and they're both doing their thesis. They're in some sort of scientific class. I don't know, is it physics? I forget what they were studying, but it's definitely some science category. And they're doing their thesis and one of the guys is doing his thesis on like the effects of like a huge amount of adrenaline on the body and what that does, something like that. And then the other guy, he wants to do his thesis on extraordinary people. The guy that's doing his thesis on the extraordinary, he's looking into it, trying to find connections, being like, what is it that makes someone extraordinary or grants them some sort of supernatural power? He ends up finding out that people that have NDEs, which means near-death experiences, but they die for long enough that they are recorded as dead within the hospital or whatever. He gets really obsessed with kind of looking into it. And then him and his roommate Victor end up being like, well, why don't we just test it ourselves kind of thing. So they both basically kill themselves and find a way to kind of resurrect themselves from the dead. Sounds crazy, but it's actually so fascinating. And then they both end up developing some sort of supernatural power. But then things go really wrong and one of the guys, Victor, ends up in prison. And he's been there for 10 years, sort of plotting his revenge on the other guy. And then he finally escapes out of prison and it's him seeking revenge on this guy. And the story flips between the present, which is when he has just escaped prison, and then it goes back 10 years ago to when they were first kind of discovering this cool ability to get some sort of supernatural power. It's just so fascinating. One of them, so Victor is very much into science and the belief of science, and then the other one is more like into God. He's like, a lot of what's happening is in the hands of God, and the other guy is like, no, this is scientific. So they kind of have sort of opposing beliefs there. It's just so fun. Like, I am absolutely gobbling the story up. I'm really enjoying it. Like, just such a good work of fiction. It's just exquisite. I do think I'm gonna jump back into things I wanted to say because I do want to finish this. I'm scared that this is one of those books that if I don't jump back into it and I give it too much time, I'm gonna end up like DNFing it. And I really don't want to DNF it because I am enjoying it, but it doesn't grip me the way that this does. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think I'll read this. Hi guys, I feel like I haven't updated you guys in a hot minute. It is currently 7:25 p.m. and since we last spoke, I read 52 pages of things I wanted to say but never did. So I was on page 172 when I started today, and then now I'm on page 224. So I read 52 pages of this today and 54 pages of this morning. So far I've read 106 pages. So I still have 94 pages more to go. It is 7:25. I am actually gonna go to the gym, do like an incline walk for 45 minutes, just something nice and chill and easy. I was considering bringing my Kindle to kind of get some more pages in, but I think I'm like really in the mood to like just listen to music. Try to do my 94 pages before bed, which I think I will easily do because A, this one is so interesting. I just want to know what's going to happen next. And B, this one is so fast paced. It's really easy to read. Each page is like, each paragraph is kind of divided. It's like that throughout the whole book. And so because there's like a space between each kind of paragraph, you sort of fly through the book. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know how like when there's short chapters, you go through the book really fast? It's almost like at the end of each paragraph, you just keep going because it's like starting a new one. So I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, it's very, very, very easy to read and very entertaining. Not a great book, but very entertaining. And sometimes you just need those sort of like easy, entertaining books. I feel like I have not been documenting this very, very well. I'm so sorry. Sometimes it just gets hard, you know, when like life's in the way to like just whip out the camera. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this challenge so far. It's making me read a lot more, but I think the good thing is I've been reading books I'm really enjoying so far. So I think, well, besides things I wanted to say, like I'm not really enjoying it, but I'm having a good time. You know what I'm saying? So I've been really enjoying this challenge because it's there. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym and then we will do some reading before bed. Hi guys. This is sort of a weird angle, but it is 10:45. It is kind of late, but I feel very awake. So I'm just waiting for my video to export. I just did the mid-year book tag. This is kind of a strange angle. So while I sort of wait for it to export, I'm gonna do some reading. How many pages do I have left again? I said before. It's either 96 or 94. It's 94, so I've still got 94 pages to go, so I'm gonna really try to do it. I can't fail 2 days in a row, so let's get to reading. I'm on page 166 of Vicious, so I'm just gonna get into this. It's getting very, very interesting. Like, I need to know what's gonna happen, so morning everyone. I have to be in the office today, but I woke up 30 minutes earlier so I can make some coffee and read my book for like half an hour. Hi everyone, so I'm home now from work, and yesterday I read 212 pages, so I passed the 200 pages a day challenge. Today I've only read 22 pages so far. I read 22 pages of Vicious and I'm quite tired. It is 5:37 p.m. so I still have 178 pages to read today, which is quite a lot. I don't know if I want to get my Kindle and maybe read like a thriller, because I feel like I read very fast on my Kindle. But then I feel like I'm in the middle of so many books, and that's always my problem. I don't know, because I'm loving Vicious, and I don't like to read books that I'm loving when I'm tired. I feel like I miss certain things. And then this one's really, really, really easy to read, but it's kind of bothering me. Like, there's some scenes in it that kind of bother me, and I don't know if I'm in the mood for this. I don't know. I might get my Kindle. Let's get my Kindle and see. Yeah, I'm gonna get my Kindle and maybe check out a thriller book. Okay guys, I got my cute little Kindle, and the book I've decided on reading is The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. I've heard so many good things about this author, and I really want to check out his thrillers. I am actually really in the mood for a psychological sort of suspenseful thriller. Sometimes they do spook me out, but I just love reading them. They're so fast-paced. I don't know, very good reading experience. I think this story, it's about this woman. She just lost her husband and just sort of, I think she's famous because she's trying to escape the press. I think she's an actress. So she retreats to her family lake house in Vermont. And she's kind of just, you know, bored, drinking, kind of spying on her neighbors with binoculars. And she sees this couple across the lake from her that live in this really bougie sort of house. Tom and Catherine, very glamorous sort of couple. And she gets kind of obsessed with them and is like always watching them through binoculars. And then it says one day on the lake, she ends up saving the woman from that couple from drowning. And then they sort of like strike up some sort of friendship. And then as she kind of gets to know her and her husband, it seems like things aren't really as they seem and that there's some sort of like darker sort of thing happening between them. So yeah, that's kind of all I know. It's sort of all it tells me. But I do like stories like this where I'm sort of trying to guess what's gonna happen. You know, it kind of keeps me on the edge of my seat. So I am in the mood for that. Hi guys, reading update. I am now on page 82 of The House Across the Lake. I don't know what I was thinking. And so far so good, very fast paced and sort of gets into the story straight away, which I like. It does have that typical like psychological thriller written by a man vibe. And what I mean by that is a lot of the times when I read a psychological thriller written by a man, it's always a woman as the main character and she's always drunk. You know, always having, you know, one too many wines, very drunk, and you're like, is she a reliable narrator? Like, is she just too drunk to remember? Like, it's kind of that vibe, but I am really, really enjoying it. So happy days, very fast paced. So far I've read 82 pages of this, 22 pages of Vicious in the Morning. So I've read 104 pages. So I still have 96 pages to go. Hi everyone. So it is Thursday. It is the last day of the reading 200 pages for a whole week challenge. And yesterday, not only did I not film a single thing, not one thing, but I also miserably failed at the 200 pages a day challenge. I only read 30 pages, 28 pages. No, I think I only read 21 pages yesterday because I think before then I was on page 216. You know, I've really lost count, guys. The last couple of days have just been, no, they have not been good. I've completely lost count. And I feel like I've been really bad at filming the last couple of days. I've been in the office. So I'm in the office Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So today's Thursday. It's my last day in the office. And I don't know why. Like, I've been coming home from work tired. Like, yesterday I went out for dinner. And then I came home and I napped. And then I showered. And then I got in bed, read like 20, 30 pages and then fell asleep. And then today, it's currently 7 p.m. I've read not even one page today. But I'm gonna read the 200 pages today. I am very determined to get this done. I really want to finish this because it's getting so good. And then I want to get back into The House Across the Lake because this is also very good and very juicy. But yeah, it's currently 7 p.m. I finished work a little bit later today and then I walked to the nail salon and got my nails done. So they're finally kind of cute. Like, they were so ugly before. I had like missing nails. Anyway, enough of me talking. Let's do some reading and finish our 200 pages for the day. Reading update. I am now on page 282 vicious. So I've only read 45 pages so far today. I still have 155 pages to go. I feel very awake now. I just had some chocolate, I had some dinner. Sorry if you can hear the heater, by the way. I've got it on because it's so cold tonight. And yeah, I'm like in a very big cozy reading mood. I'm working from home tomorrow, so I'm just very happy. I feel very happy, very cozy, and really enjoying my book. I only got like 50 pages left, so I'm so intrigued to see how it's gonna end, and then I will jump into the house across the lake, and I'm very intrigued about this one. Let's do some reading and finish this book.
I know a place where we can go and be alone. So come away with me, nobody has to know where we gonna go.
I just finished Vicious by V.E. Schwab, and the ending was so good. So good. I don't know what to rate this book just yet. It's somewhere between like a 4-star or a 4.25 star. I loved the first half of the book. Like I was so gripped in the first half, and then it slowed down a little bit for me. And then it like really picked back up towards the end. So I think because it slowed down, like in the first sort of 100 and 150 pages, I thought it was going to be a 5-star book. And then some parts just kind of like dragged out for me. And I was like, come on, like get a move on. I want to see what's going to happen. But yeah, such a good book, such a good story. And the ending definitely makes me want to pick up the second book. So highly recommend. But yeah, either a 4-star or a 4.25. I will think about it, and you will find out in my June wrap up. This book is 340 pages, and I was on 237, so I've read 103 pages, so I still have 97 pages to go. I'm just gonna get a shower and wash my hair, and then we will read The House Across the Lake, because I really want to know how that's gonna end, because it was getting so good. Guys, I just realized I never updated you on how much I read, not yesterday but the day before. I'm gonna have to recount, but I think I read 220 pages, so that was on Tuesday. I'd read 82 pages of The House Across the Lake, and then I'd read around like I think 140 pages of Things I Wanted to Say But Never Did by Monica Murphy. I am thinking of DNFing Things I Wanted to Say. I really didn't want to DNF it, but I'm like halfway through, and like just a little bit over halfway through, and it's like a 650 page book, and I just don't know if I can continue on with it. It's getting really repetitive, and like, yeah, you'll hear about it when I do my June wrap up, but I just don't think I'm gonna continue on with it. But anyways, I'm gonna shower and then we'll do some more reading. Talk to you guys in the morning. Hello. So the reading 200 pages a day for a week challenge is officially over. It ended yesterday and we did pretty well. We accomplished it 5 out of the 7 days. Did we? I succeeded on Friday, Saturday. I failed on Sunday. Succeeded Monday, succeeded Tuesday, failed Wednesday, and I succeeded yesterday. Yeah, so we achieved it 5 out of the 7 days, which is pretty good. So yesterday I read 103 pages of Vicious. I ended up finishing Vicious, and then I read 144 pages of The House Across the Lake. Let me check my notes. Yeah, so I read 144 pages of The House Across the Lake and 103 pages of Vicious. So I read 247 pages yesterday. I did actually end up finishing this book this morning just because I had to know what was happening. So I finished this morning, well, this like morning, afternoon, and I'll talk about it in my June wrap up, but I am absolutely disappointed with that ending. Like, I actually can't believe it. It was just such a cop-out. Like, if you know, when you're reading a thriller, the best part is the ending. That last 10% were like, I don't know, all these loopholes and everything kind of comes uncovered and you're like, oh, this makes so much sense. I'm not gonna say anything because obviously it would spoil it, but I'm just so angry with that ending. It's gonna be like a 2.5 star for me. I was loving the beginning, but when the plot twist or like whatever isn't good, I don't know. Mind you, some people really love this book. It could just be me, but I just thought that was a really bad plot twist. So but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to do this challenge, guys. It is tough, especially if you work a full-time job, but it is really fun, and it's a really good way to kind of get some reading in and just, you know, not forcing you, but kind of making you read instead of go on your phone. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it, and yeah, I'm very happy with it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.